Hello everyone. Hi, how are you? This is Kay. So today is the 11th of June 2023 and today's on Sunday, so I will give you the weekly forecast as my topics on Sundays. So I will cover the Forex pairs on my watch list. I have 21 pairs on my watch list, and then also I cover gold, WTI, and indices and Bitcoin and the news for this week. So we have lots to cover today. So I hope you enjoy the live stream and also the archive if you check this later on. But yeah, before that, let me say hi to everyone until I see more viewers. Okay, alright, Oli, thanks for joining, good to see you. Oh, I'm glad that you liked my biography yesterday. So yesterday, I did the live stream on my own profile, on my own biography from when I was born until now here in Dubai. So you can check the archive and find out what I have gone through so far. Okay, but thank you for the comment. Alright, Fai, it's good to see you. Rosie, thank you for joining too. Happy weekends also. Thank you for joining. And Sean, good to see you from UK. Thank you for joining. John, good to see you too. Jacek, thank you for joining as well. Rain, thank you for joining. Gabby, good to see you too. Kevin, good to see you. And back, Gassy, good to see you too. And Photo and Sean, again, good to see you. Alright, and Sage Master, thank you for joining. Okay, the Sean from Chicago, good to see you too. Forever, good to see you too. Robert, thank you for joining. Yeah, we have lots of viewers today now. Okay, so let me start in few more minutes. Maybe 2 minutes I will start. Alright, Berducci, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm up great on a Tesla options trade for last week. Okay, so I hope you capture some nice opportunity on that trade. Okay, Tom, good to see you. Alright. Oh, you watched my biography? Okay, I hope you liked it. Yeah. So, since I have some new members in my YouTube recently, I did that yesterday. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Okay, Kevin and Ida, good to see you. Adrian, Anis, thank you very much for joining. Okay. And Wachuku, good to see you. And Muhammad, thank you for joining. Okay, so now let me start. So I will switch screen to TradingView. And on the weekends, I check the weekly time frame to capture the bigger picture of what's happening in the markets. And during the weekday, I break it down to the daily and the lower time frame for my entries. So let me take the weekly, and I cover from Euro USD all the way down to the Swiss franc JPY first. So here's the Euro USD weekly chart. I can see that the market is above the Kumo. However, the price came below the Kijun Sen, and Chikou span is touching the candlestick. So this is range market. So definition of range is different from the one in terms of candlesticks or the price action. If you know the price action, then this is bullish because you see N wave. So you may expect the market goes up, and this may be true, but in terms of Ichimoku, after you see the Kijun Sen break and Chikou span touching, this is range. So overall, it may be bullish, but at the same time, it may consolidate for a couple more weeks or months until we start to see bullish trend, is what I mean by range. Or it may retrace, it may go down to the Senko span B or the previous support level. So to make long story short, we can't really tell which way the market is going. So this is not the best market to trade this week. Even if you see breakout bearish, but then the breakout of this doji may be fake, the market may be traced because it's range on the weekly. So if you trade like in this kind of market, then you may get stopped out, or you may have to exit with the losses along the way. So I prefer to choose some better pairs to trade than Euro USD. So like this, I move on to these markets first. So let me move on to Euro AUD next. Okay, so Euro AUD, it broke the Kijun Sen also, and Chikou span is touching, so this is also range. Last week was bearish. Actually, for the last 2 weeks have been bearish, so it's going down if you look at the lower time frames. But so you can follow downtrend in the lower time frames, daily time frame or below. But the market may be traced, market may be bullish soon in the short term. So just watch out on the retracements. But so far it's been bearish. So that's a Euro AUD. But this is again not the best pair for me to trade either. So I don't mark anything. If I find it the best pair, good pair to trade, the monitor, then I make purple. I put the flag purple like this. So by the end of life, you know which ones are my favorites this week. So here's Euro JPY. Euro JPY has been bullish because prices are above the Tenkan Sen, and the blue Tenkan Sen is now pointing up, and Kumo Senko span A is up, itself is also bullish, and Chikou span above candles. So this is bullish. So I'm still waiting for the breakout of that resistance on 151.60 to buy. And this may happen this week because, not this week, because we have like 167, almost like 170 pips to the resistance. So it may not happen this week. But I continue to look for a buying opportunity on the Euro JPY, but not the selling opportunity here because it's bullish. Okay, so next one is the Euro Pound. So Euro Pound has been bearish. So I mark purple on this one because of the multiple reasons. And one is that this is bearish. The prices are below Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and Kumo is also bearish. And Chikou span actually broke the candlesticks bearish. So this is called the Chikou span breakout strategy in original Ichimoku strategy. And once it happens, most likely the market continues to go down this way. So for me, this is bearish. The price is actually on the support or slightly broke the support level of 0.8546. But I'm expecting this downtrend is continuous. And what's more, the target is really good. The target is 0.8338. And we have a room of 205 pips to trade. So I mark down arrow so that I know this is downtrend. So I mark purple too. This is one of the best pairs to trade this week also. So last Friday, I took sell on Euro Pound and keep trading the profits, and I took profit. So, but I continue to look for the selling opportunity this week from tomorrow. So that's the Euro Pound. Okay, and then Euro CAD. So Euro CAD is now range, simply because the prices are between Kijun Sen and the Kumo, and the Chikou span is now touching. So the chance for the market to go up and down will be 50-50 this week. So the best scenario, the best of the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the weekly support, which is 1.4239, and sell. Otherwise, it may be bullish or range this week. And to the support level, there is a room of 87 or almost 90 pips. So that means this week the market may break the support. So just in case, I mark purple on Euro CAD also. So moving on to Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc is also slightly bearish because the prices are below Tenkan Kijun Kumo and Chikou span is now below the candles. And also technically the market broke the support of this wick, which was on 0.9709. There were actually two supports here and also here, and technically broke. And I'm seeing that the euro currency has been bearish, so I'm expecting Euro Swiss franc also to be bearish. So I expect the market will break the support 0.9672 and continuously bearish. So I mark down arrow and mark purple on Euro Swiss franc also. And for the breakout of the support, there's a room of only 29 pips. So there's a good chance that the market will break the support and continuously goes down. So that's Euro Swiss franc. So overall, as I look around the euro pairs, I think euro currency itself, I think will be bearish. So in that sense, Euro AUD may be bearish too, and Euro JPY also may be bearish. So, but I think so far Euro Pound looks good, and Euro CAD, and also Euro Swiss franc. Okay, so that's my analysis on euro base pairs. Okay, thank you very much for joining everyone. Again, good to see you. So now let me move on to USD base pairs. So I'm basically going from top to down. So I have covered the euro pairs first. Then let me check Euro JPY. Euro JPY based on the weekly time frame, this is now range because the prices are within the Kumo. So the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the Kumo and look for a buying opportunity. Otherwise, the market may be resisted by the Senko span A, then it may go down also to the trend line. So unless the market breaks the Kumo this week, USD/JPY may not the best pair. But if I look at the daily time frame, there's a P wave. I think I mentioned this in the previous live stream on Friday or Saturday. Oh, sorry, Friday or Thursday. I'm still waiting for the P wave breakout on the daily time frame, and then wait for the Kumo breakout on the weekly time frame also. So in that sense, USD/JPY is still bullish. I'm still looking for the buying opportunity, but if it breaks the P wave bearish, then no trade, because that will be against the daily direction. So that is the USD/JPY. So let's wait for the Kumo breakout, but this is not the best pair because it may not break the Kumo this week, so I don't mark purple on this one. So now moving on to USD/CAD. So USD/CAD has been ranging, so I'm not actively trading on this pair for the last couple of months, but seems like the market has been supported by the trend line, the yellow trend line. On the weekly time frame, there are multiple touches. So in last week, looks like the market was supported, touched on the trend line. So the question is whether the market will be bullish or breaks a trend line and goes down to the Senko span B on a weekly time frame. And now Chikou span is now below the candles, so this is bearish. So the market may break the trend line this week and then goes down. So whichever it goes, I follow that direction. To me, this is not up or down trend. This is just range market. So this may not be the best pair for me to trade unless it breaks the trend line and goes down this way. And also, in terms of the weekly time frame, there was P wave. This is also part of the P wave. So when it breaks, I think the market goes down. So yeah, so that will be my scenario on USD CAD. So now moving on to USD Swiss franc, this pair is now still bearish downtrend, because the price touched the Kijun Sen last week, but it didn't break the Kijun Sen. So still this is bearish. Kumo has been bearish. Kijun Sen itself still pointing down, and the Chikou span below candles. So if I see downtrend, I take sell. But if it breaks Kijun Sen, then no trade, because most likely the market will be range and it will be very choppy. So since it may go down, I mark purple on USD Swiss franc also. Okay, next one is the pound base pairs. So now pound USD. So for this one, I have been waiting for the breakout of that resistance, which is 1.2667. And now last week was bullish, so I'm waiting for the breakout, and there's a room of 91 pips for the breakout, which may happen this week. So if it breaks, that would be great, one of the best pairs. So I mark purple on this one too. And then follow uptrend and target to 1.3299. So in terms of target, it's really big. This is 640 pips higher up. So this pair will be nice once it breaks that resistance. And Kumo will be bullish. Kijun Sen will turn bullish. Chikou span remains above the candles, and that will be great. Okay, next is the pound JPY. So pound JPY has also been very nicely bullish. So I mark purple on this one too. I think some of you took some trades on pound JPY last week, and I get the report that you made some profits by email and also within my communities. But yeah, this pair is continuously bullish. So just watch out on 175.22. The market is now touching that level. So Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up also, and the Tenkan Sen is up, and Chikou span above candle. So most likely it continues to be bullish. So I continue to look for the buying opportunity. However, because this level 175.22 is the previous support and the resistances, you see there was a resistance here from the February 2016, and there's also two supports in 2015 April and January, and then also resistances on June 2014 and also December 2013. So looks like this is psychological line that market will look at, and this is 2016, so it's been long ago, but the market may respect still. It may respect those levels, so the market may retrace this week. So yeah, just watch out on the retracement when you take a buy, and if it starts to go down against you, then I recommend you to cut the loss, cut the positions with the loss, small losses quickly. But if it keeps going up, then you follow, will be the strategy. But yeah, so far it's been bullish, so this can be one of the best pairs to trail this week. Okay, so next one is a pound CAD. So pound CAD this is now range. And you may ask why, because the prices are still above the Kijun Sen, but why do you say it's range? And the reason is because the Chikou span is touching now. So Chikou span is like a magnet to the candles. When you see touch of the Chikou span, then it may be supported from Chikou span viewpoint, it may be supported by the candles and may be bullish. Or it may attract the candles and it follows the candlestick direction. So which means that the price will be go down this way. But at this moment, we can't really tell which way. So in this case, we have to wait for at least 1 week. And so this week, if Chikou span closes above the candles, or is it bullish like this, then from next week onwards, you can look for a buying opportunity. But if Chikou span keeps touching and goes bearish this week, which means that the candlestick will be bearish this week, then from next week onwards, you follow downtrend. So this is the Chikou span strategy. Chikou span acts like a magnet to the candles, and we can use that feature when you take trades. So now Chikou span touching the weekly, so I can't really tell which way it's going. The market may be supported by the Kijun Sen, or it may break. So the best option is to leave chart for this week and come back next week, following week. Okay, so that's the Pound CAD. And next one is Pound AUD. Pound AUD is also now retracing. So this is a bit bearish now. The market may retrace to Kijun Sen. So yeah, this is still in the middle of the retracement. And next is Pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc has been completely ranging. And not only that, this is too spiky, too choppy. We have lots of wicks pointing up and pointing down. So when you buy, let's say you see the breakout of the Kumo, you buy, but it may hit your stop loss. Even if you put the stop loss lower here, then it may hit the stop loss and then goes bullish or goes bearish or range. So watch out on the fake breakout. So the best option is to stay away from this chart and choose other best pairs to trade. Okay, now moving on to AUD pairs. So for AUD USD, I'm still looking for the breakout, waiting for the breakout of the resistance 0.6818. But last week was bullish, and you can actually look at the daily time frame is now above the Kumo, and Chikou span has been tracing the candles. So in terms of the daily time frame, from Chikou span viewpoint, this week will be bullish. So if Chikou span keeps following, which may happen most likely, then this week will be bullish also. So in a very short term, this is bullish. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity on AUD USD. But in the long term, it will be the best to wait for the weekly resistance and also the Kijun Sen breakout and target to the Senko span B on the weekly time frame. So that's AUD USD analysis. And next one is the AUD CAD. This pair is also bullish because of the strong AUD last week. And this is a typical reverse pattern because in terms of candlesticks, there was a doji 2 weeks ago, and last week this doji was broken bullish. So from here, the market may be bullish. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity on this one. But again, there are multiple resistances high up here. So the best of the best option is to wait for the Kumo breakout on the weekly. But before that, I still continue to look for a buying opportunity. And once it breaks Kumo and also resistances, I follow uptrend. So basically my view is bullish because of this doji reverse on the AUD-CAD. But this may not be the best pair because still a bit choppy. So next is the AUDJPY. So AUDJPY is about to break the Kumo. So let me delete all these lines. So the price is about to break the Kumo, and it has been respecting the trend line once, twice, 3 touches. And the price broke the Kumo, price broke the resistances. So this pair would be nice. I mark purple on AUDJPY. And the market may reach the next resistance of 95.76. So yeah, so that would be the target. Around close to 200 pips of profit we can expect. Okay, and next one is the AUD Swiss franc. So AUD Swiss franc has been bearish because of the strong Swiss franc for the last couple months. But last week it broke the Tenkan Sen, and this pair is now bullish because of the strong AUD now. So if you are looking for an opportunity, then buy would be the right call, and the target will be on the weekly Kijun Sen, which is 0.6212. So I put up arrow above that candlestick to the Kijun Sen here. So that will be for the short term. Okay, so now moving on to CAD pairs. So CAD-JPY has been respecting the trend line, and this pair also is about to break the Kumo, just like AUD-JPY. So yeah, I can see that the CAD-JPY and AUD-JPY are somewhat identical. So yeah, this pair, once the market breaks Kumo and breaks the resistance of 105.78, then it may go up to the swing high of around 110.48. So I put the up arrow above that resistance level like this. So next is the CAD Swiss franc. So Swiss franc has been weak lately, so this pair is now ranging. But in terms of Ichimoku, this is range because the price is in between Kumo Kijun Sen and last week was Doji. But in terms of candlestick patterns, this is bearish because the market is being supported by 0.6791 level once and twice here, and then broke on the week of 6th of March this year. And after this, it tested, then broke the support. And now it's retracing to the resistance level, and we have Doji. So that means from here, if the Doji becomes the reverse, that means if this week the candlestick closes below the Doji, then most likely the market will be bearish. So I wait for the candlestick close this week, and I look for an opportunity towards the end of June. So in that sense, this week may not be the best pair, so I simply don't mark purple on this one either. But you see the scenario. So I'm waiting for the Doji breakout bearish to sell. Sorry. Waiting for the Doji breakout bearish to sell because this is downtrend. But if the Doji breakouts bullish, then I don't trade because that will be range in terms of Ichimoku. Okay, and finally Swiss franc JPY. So Swiss franc JPY is about to break that resistance now. Last week was Doji, but this week about to break that resistance. So I mark purple because it may happen soon. To the resistance level, there is 142 pips. So we'll see if it happens or not. So I mark purple on this one. So overall, I have seen that the Euro Pound is really nice. It slightly broke the support and goes down, so I'm looking for the selling opportunity. And Euro CAD also has been bearish, waiting for the breakout of the support level also, and continue to follow downtrend. And then Euro Swiss franc is also bearish, about to break the support. And USD franc is also is bearish, so still looking for the selling opportunity. It has been resisted by the Kijun Sen on the weekly. And pound USD is about to break that resistance 1.2667, which I'm waiting for. And pound JPY is also bullish. Just watch out on the retracement on 175.22, which is the psychological line for this market. And AUDJPY is bullish. It's about to break the Kumo. And then finally Swiss franc JPY is about to break that resistance too. So I think I will focus on these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs to trade this week. Okay, now let me move on to gold. So commodity XAUUSD. On the weekly chart basis, this is still bullish. So I'm looking for a buying opportunity because the Kumo is up, Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen is flat but it's above the Kijun Sen, and Chikou span above candles, and market has been supported by the trend line once, twice, and 3 times last week. So I'm waiting for the breakout of the doji last week, which is 1983.53, and once it breaks, I target to 2071.33. So that will be the target on this particular trade. Okay, next one is WTI. The WTI has been ranging now. The Chikou span touching, the price is between Kumo Kijun Sen, so we can't say which way it's going. So now let's move on to index Nikkei 225. It has been greatly bullish. I said that last week the Kumo has been really thin, so the market can retrace anytime, but looks like this is continuously bullish. So this is overbought. So once the market starts to roll back, then it may happen very fast. But so far it has been bullish. It broke the swing high and it just goes up continuously. So the next target on this one is the round number, exact number, and that will be 33,000. So yeah, it has been really strong so far. Alright, and moving on to Dow Jones. Dow Jones has been ranging still because Chikou span is touching in terms of Ichimoku. And in terms of price, this is a P wave, triangle range. So like I mentioned last week, wait for the breakout of the P wave and target to 34 or 35,000, and then break and follow bullish. But so this week it may break that P wave bullish, so we'll see. And here is Nasdaq. Nasdaq has been bullish now. So last week was doji, so it broke the Kumo, it broke the resistance, so ever since it has been bullish. So yeah, now target is 15,284. So my view remained the same from last week. This is bullish still. And S&P 500 is also bullish. So this is the same as last week analysis, but the market is now touching that resistance of 43.26. So if you don't buy yet, then wait for that breakout to buy. So now I move the upper row above that resistance, and now target is going to be on up here on 6440.7. So that will be bullish now. In this case, I delete the previous resistance, but I think I will just keep the trend line like this way, because it may keep respecting the trend line and also the Tenkan Sen on this uptrend on the weekly chart. So now next one is the Euro stocks. So Euro stocks has been now retracing a little bit. There's a double top and it's ranging now. So this is still bullish technically because the price above Kumo Kijun Sen and Chikou span above candles. So the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of 44.6 4416 and a target to the next run numbers 4500 and 4600 and so on. So still this is bullish to me. And CAC funds also retracing, but since the prices are above the Kijun Sen, Kumo, and Chikou span above candles, this market is still bullish. So it may mark the next N wave and goes up still. So yeah, now it's retracing a little bit, but overall still bullish. So the target is going to be 7600 run number, and then 7700 and on like that. So now German 40 DAX index, this is now bullish too. The prices has been supported by the Tenkan Sen, and there was a pin bar 2 weeks ago. So the best option for now is to wait for the pin bar breakout bullish, which is 16,100, and then target is going to be on 16,292. So that will be the swing high. So now target is really small. So if you want to buy, then the best scenario I think would be to wait for the breakout of the swing high. So that's German 40. So the price has been a bit choppy now. So the market may consolidate, market may range, I think for the next couple weeks or months, I think. And same is true in CAC France. Since it has been retracing, I said that this is bullish, but it may take a while, a few weeks, few months, for the bullishness to happen, and also Euro stocks too, since it's retracing now. Okay, so now let me move on to Nifty 50 chart. So Nifty has been bullish still also. So since I have been saying that this market is bullish for the last couple of weeks, but my view remains the same, because now the market is almost reaching that resistance of 18,887. And the Kumo is bullish, Senko span A is up, Kijun Sen and Tenkan Sen are also bullish, and Chikou span has been tracing the candles. Okay, so I said that this is bullish, but I think I take it back. This week may be bearish, or the month of June may be bearish, because from Chikou span viewpoint, it has been following the candles, which is the uniqueness of Chikou span. In the original book of Ichimoku, this is called the Chikou span trace, and as long as you see the Chikou span follows, traces the candles, you follow the trend direction. And this is also something I mentioned for the last couple of weeks. But now, from Chikou span viewpoint, next week will be bearish. If I zoom in, then the yellow line is the Chikou span, and Chikou span is not here. But from Chikou span viewpoint, next week is the big bearish candlestick. Yeah, so that means if Chikou span keeps tracing, then this week will be bearish. So watch out on the retracement. You may not want to buy this week. So when to buy is you wait for this week's candlestick close. And if it closes like the doji or with the bullish bar, then Chikou span will be above the candle, and this is called the Chikou span breakout. The buyers started to be dominant from Chikou span viewpoint, and then from that week onwards, it may be bullish. So again, watch out on the retracement from Chikou span viewpoint will be my advice for Nifty 50 chart. Okay, so now moving on to AU200. This market has been very choppy, ranging, and this is called P wave. but looks like the market has been on the descending P wave. So this is range. The market may be supported or resisted at any price levels, but to me, it has been bearish. And also, hold on, and also the Chikou span trace is also in place on this market too. So that means for the next 1 to 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it may be bearish. And it may go down, break through the Kumo, and goes down to the support. So we'll see. So to me, this is still bearish in the short term. Okay, finally, Hansen Index. Hansen is now range. The prices are within the Kumo, Chikou span touching, and Chikou span is not really tracing yet. So simply Chikou span touch, the price is within the Kumo, so no direction, no trace. In terms of candlesticks, it has been bearish, but the best scenario is to wait for the breakout of the Kumo bearish if you want to sell. Because within the Kumo, the market may spike. So overall has been bearish, but we never know when the market will be bearish stably. So yeah, just watch out on the Kumo breakout and sell will be the right call. Okay, so finally, let me also check Bitcoin, because I know some of you trade cryptos in my communities. So here is BTC USD. On the weekly analysis, this is range. Yeah, to the conclusion, this is range. So yeah, you know, this is exactly in the Kumo. So something I mentioned also for the last couple weeks is that whenever you see the price within the Kumo, especially where the Kumo is really thick like this, then market becomes really choppy. So there will be lots of fake outs, there will be lots of choppy market in the lower time frames. So the best option is to be away from the chart until you see more stable trends. But if you want to trade now, then I think sell will be the right call. And if you sell, then target is going to be on the weekly Kijun Sen, which is down here, 23,692. And the reason is because if you look at the daily time frame, the market is now in bearish momentum. It has been on the reverse in the waves. So it has been on the reverse in the wave. So here was range, then the market broke that resistance, but now it's coming down and looks like to me this is bearish. The price is now below Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen, Kumo, and Chikou span below candles. So I think the market goes down to the weekly Kijun Sen. So now this is bearish. Let me put down arrow below the candles so we can remember that this is bearish with my analysis. And also this is one of the Ichimoku original strategy, is that the if you look at the Ichimoku lines, I cancel the candlestick, and there was a dead cross of Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen. So this means that the market is now bearish. So if I just put the candles back, then you know that from the date of 7th of June, the market has been bearish. And I think it's about to break the support of 25,358. So this is now bearish. Okay. Okay, so that completes my analysis on my watch list. So let me take a deep breath and then move on to the news. Okay. So again, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Always great to see you. So I see lots of comments about some market analysis, but I think I have covered almost everything. So now let me see the news. So every day before you enter trades, make sure to check news. And if there will be a big news ahead, then don't trade. Is my best advice. Because the news can violate any technical confirmations. So even if you see downtrend by Ichimoku, by price actions, and by so many confirmations, when news happens, it may break through the candles, it may break through the lines, and the market may change the whole direction. So that's why we just have to watch out the news. So Monday, tomorrow, no news, no big news. So I'm just focusing on the high impact news. And Tuesday 13th, we have, in UK, there will be a climate count change and rate. So that will be, and also unemployment rate in UK, Tuesday. And also harmonized index of consumer prices in Germany. And also another CPI, ex-food energy in the US. And also in UK, there will be BOE's Governor Bailey's speech. So Tuesday we have lots of big news, so watch out. Especially the one CPI, ex-food energy, this will be most likely high impact among the other high impact news. So watch out on this one. And Wednesday the 14th, we have monetary policy and interest rate decision in the US, and FOMC press conference too. So watch out on Wednesday too. And Thursday 15th, if you trade New Zealand, there will be GDP in New Zealand, and also unemployment rate in Australia, and then also monetary policy decision statement in Euro. Retail sales in the US and ECB press conference in Euro. And Friday 16th we have a rate decision in Japan, also monetary policy. And then Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index in the US. So we have lots of big news every day, but I think we have to watch out, especially the CPI ex-food energy in the US on Tuesday, the 13th, and also rate decision in the US on Wednesday, 14th. And then Thursday, watch out on monetary policy on Euro and retail sales in the US. So yeah, we have lots of big news to watch out. So that completes my whole analysis today. So now let me come back some comments and do some free talk for the next 10 minutes or so. So again, thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have a great weekend so far and getting ready to trade this week from tomorrow. Okay, Michael, thanks for joining. Okay, Bigness, thanks for joining. Abhishwajit, good to see you. Okay, Gamer, thanks for joining. Alright, Afsal, good to see you. Long time. Welcome back here. Yes, Albert, I have covered these pairs, so you can watch the archive in case you missed it. I think I'm reading some old comments, so yeah, I may have covered already before you type that comment. Okay, Binak, good to see you. Alright, Raymond, good to see you too. Alright, so let me check some comments now. John says, when a pair has a gap to reach the resistance level, does the number of pips matter whether it breaks or not? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. If the price is very close or on that resistance level, then from the next moment, it may start to retrace. But if there's this gap of like a 40-50 pips to the resistance, then it may reach there and then retrace. So yeah, there is a difference in terms of that pips to the resistance. Okay, good to see you, good to see you. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, says can you analyze USD PLN? Sure, I can do that. I think I have covered this pair a couple of days ago, and I mentioned that this is bearish. So let's see. It was almost breaking the support, if I can remember correctly, but let me check. Let me check the market. This is a daily. So here's weekly. Yeah, so my analysis remained the same. On the weekly chart, this is still bearish and about to break the support of 4.1067 because the Kumo has been down, and Kijun Sen is also bearish technically, and Chikou span below candles. So, and also especially the Kumo is really thick and down, so the momentum of bearish is really strong. The sellers in this market in the long term has been really strong, and this is not oversold. So I think this week or sometime in June, it will break the support and goes down. So if you can sell, then that will be the great option. But if you're looking for the buying edge, then right now is not the best timing. Once it breaks the support, then I think it may go down to the next support, 3.9132. So I put down arrow below the support like this. About to break the support anytime. So yeah, basically what I say on these markets are universal. So you can apply my analysis, my strategy on any markets, whether it's Forex or gold or cryptos or index or any markets, even stock markets too. Okay, good to see you. So I have covered the markets you mentioned, so let me check some other comments. Ender says, you don't sell directly on target, right? I think you follow 5-minute Bollinger Band before you sell your positions. Yes, I use 5-minute time frame, and Bollinger Bands is one of my indicators. And I also use stochastic and price actions and Fibonacci and Tokyo Box also to capture the entry timings. But yeah, I'm a trend follower, so I follow the major direction by Ichimoku in higher time frames. Okay. Yeah, good to see you. Would you mind analyzing XRP also? Sure. So it's a Ripple, right? The crypto. I think I have it here. Okay, XRP. The prices are within the Kumo on the weekly, so there's no way which way it's going. But I can see that this is ascending P wave. The resistances are close to the same level, and also there was a previous support. Let me squeeze. So there was a, this is the candlestick pattern, that these resistances are the previous supports. So 0.5522 around this level is really important to break. Once it breaks it, I think the market will break the Kumo and goes bullish. And also this is bullish in terms of the trend line. And this is called ascending P wave. So P wave is triangle, but resistances are at the same level and supports getting higher. So I think the market breaks that resistance at any time. It may break next week, this week, or sometime in the month of June, then goes bullish. So yeah, that's my view on this one. But whenever you see the prices are within the Kumo in higher time frames, the market becomes choppy. So even if you see the breakout, it may be fake. Even if you see the breakout of the Kumo, it may be fake too. So just watch out. Maybe if you want to buy and hold, then your exit timing should be a bit lower, maybe down below the trend line or below the previous support or something. So yeah, that's XRP. So I have no idea what's going on in the cryptos because I don't trade cryptos. I only trade Forex. So this is my pure technical analysis on these markets. Okay, Rafael, thanks for joining. Good to see you too. Alright, analyze Ford. Okay, sure. Let me see. Ford is, I think I have it here under stocks. And yeah, over here. Okay, so here is a weekly chart on the Ford. And looks like the market broke the P wave bullish. I mean trend line bullish. So that's one thing I noticed as soon as I see this market. So the market broke the trend line and now it's going into Kumo. So the market can be very tricky. But last week was bullish. And let me check the daily time frame. Okay, daily shows bullish. You see the Kumo is up, Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen up also, and Chikou span above candles. However, Kumo is really thin, and we have a bearish pin bar. That means this week it may retrace. It may go down to the previous resistances, 13.13. So I would draw this scenario, bullish. So yeah, in the long term it's bullish, but I think some retracement may happen is my analysis on this one. Okay, so yeah, I do combine Ichimoku with price actions and do analysis on mine. Okay, so yeah, thank you very much for joining everyone. So basically I covered the Forex pairs on my watch list, 20 pairs, and I cover gold, I cover index, I cover Bitcoin also. So if you missed one of these analysis, please check the archive. Okay, Berducci, there is a Ichimoku book. Yes, I have one here. This is one of the original Ichimoku books. But now you can't buy. I checked online, but all the copies are sold out. So, and there is no English version of these Ichimoku books. So, and no one is allowed to translate into English due to copyright. So that's why I wrote Ichimoku book myself through my understanding, and I shared the book in my Ichimoku community. So yeah, if you're interested, always welcome to join the community and get more deeper understanding of Ichimoku itself. Okay. Okay, Timothy says, what broker that you used in Japan? I was using GMO. It has been really nice. GMO is one of the biggest brokers in Japan for securities and for Forex. And that was really great. Okay, Ogusakin says, why don't you trade New Zealand pairs since KTS Forex on all markets? I don't trade New Zealand, and New Zealand pairs are not on my watch list, as you can see, because I back tested it myself manually, 100 trades on each pair. So I have 21 pairs, so I did 2100 trades on these markets, and I found KTS Forex on these ones, but my performance was not so good on New Zealand's back when I was testing, and that's why I don't have those. But looks like this year it has been working, so I may back this again, maybe last year, this year, and if KTS works on New Zealand, then I may include on my watch list. But for now, I still didn't have time to do so. I focus on these pairs still, and I still make profits, so it's still fine with me. So before you try some new strategies, you have to backtest and prove yourself that it works for you, then start trades live. Whenever I develop some new strategies, I make sure to backtest at least 100 or 200 trades and see my PF and also my drawdowns, opportunities, number of trades, win rate, and if it looks good, then I apply on the live market. Okay, so I think it's over 1 hour now, so I think I will be finishing the live in a few minutes. So again, thank you very much for joining everyone today. If you liked it so far, please press like button before you leave, and if you can subscribe, that would be great on my channel, because now my goal is to achieve 100k on my YouTube. So if you can support, that would be great. So I hope you have a great rest of the weekend and great trading week next week. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Okay, bye for now everyone. またね. Thank you very much.